1. It is the year of the dragon. I am plucked chicken on Brooklyn-bound L train, chocolate wax martyr, making a beeline for the shower that will assure me that everything is still intact down there, hasn't been ripped off in preparation for the return of the woman I have fallen in love with. I have 3 days to fix this. It is the year of my dragon. The year of first love actually requited, looking like South American love letters, beauty tangled into words. You see, I fell in love with her in letters that saw me crawling out between the lines of every poem I'd ever written, and in preparation for her return, found myself spread-eagled in salon, chocolate wax ridiculous, fixated on a series of thoughts that would continue to circulate in the 3 days until her return. First, who the fuck invented the Brazilian wax anyway? Second, painless my ass. And third, I have 3 days to fix this. 2, I have to write a bio for a show I can't possibly concentrate on. It should be easy. 3 or 4 lines describing who I am, only in this moment, I cannot see myself. I am all ache, so I am blinking cursor on blank screen. She watches me, walks quietly to the desk where I am nailed to my cross, slips behind me, legs straddling my waist, places her hands on the keyboard just beneath mine, silently begins to write me. I have never felt so seen. 3. She and I have just spent the last month discovering together that everything is, indeed, still intact down there. Despite the chocolate wax, we are lost and found, have spent days in bed. We do not know quickie. Make love in symphonies that last for hours. She holds me as close as humanly possible, wants to absorb me into her skin. I have memorized her curves the way I always hope to memorize her words, but she distracts me. I cannot look at her without the ache that has always accompanied great love. She reads it as sad. Will ask me where I went. 4. We are 3 weeks in, and she has just seen me cry after the first 15 minutes of the new Star Trek. I am embarrassed, but the look on her face says she might love me even more now, and I wonder how I ever missed seeing her in the first place. 5. It is the year of my dragon. This morning in the shower, she asks me if we were okay. She has caught what looks like sadness again, the ache that isn't ache, and I do not know how to explain it. We are both worried our affection will scare the other off, and so we do this. We filter. But she can always tell when there is something I am not saying, and so I make lame attempts that sound like, yes, we're fine, yes, I love you, and the closest that I can get to what this ache that reads like sadness means is that I never knew love could feel like it was not enough, but more than I can hold. Like, let me absorb you into every pore, but please do not burn me in the process. Instead, I describe it in chocolate wax, and bios, and curves, and Star Trek. And I cannot explain the ache that is not ache except to say that everything inside me wishes she had happened so much sooner. Electromyography. After leaving the church, after taking the pseudonym, after Jeanette Winterson. When I was small enough to curl into a ball on the top shelf of my closet, hug my knees and commune with a blanket and my favorite book, high above patent leather shoes and ruffled Sunday dress, the tingling would begin at the top of my head, to find its way down to my fingers. I used to think it was Jesus come to talk to me in secret conversations I didn't understand. I once wrote into a journal that I knew what angels felt like, how they must commune with Jesus like this all the time. The tingling told me I was special, and I would lie prostrate in bed, overwhelmed with the thought that Jesus wanted to talk to me, his 8-year-old prophet, and wonder what it would be like to actually understand what he was saying. The doctor asks me to curl into the fetal position. begins to stick me with needles that will fill each muscle with electricity. They don't know why I tingle, why the tingle has started to turn into vibrations and vibrations into numb. They electrocute me in small doses while I hug my knees and try not to cry out. It almost feels like prayer. I wonder if this is where all miracles end up, or if I am seeking a cure for something I am no longer wanting to believe in. I am losing my grip. And I'm not just talking about my inability to open bottles and jars. That comes and goes. I have lost more than I can count in these last few weeks. I've felt family slip through my fingers like so many little grains of sand. Church doors slam in my face because I cannot change the heart that pounds in this chest. At the risk of losing my voice, I have sacrificed my name to save it. I am handing over my birthright like Esau because I have always been hungry. Because the vibrations in this body are dangerous, because they can pull down entire foundations built on rock, because I am earthquake, because I will not be silenced, because I am filled with electric shocks that start fires. And I thought they made me special, made me a voice in a wilderness that few had stepped into, but my people did not want a prophet. They wanted a priest. And I no longer believe in priests, and I'm starting to question my belief in miracles, so I curl into the fetal position. Let them sink their teeth into my neck. I will not bite back, but I will no longer believe that Jesus speaks in pins and tingles, that the vibrations that curl my hands and pucker my lips are a heavenly assessment on the state of my heart. I will curl up tighter if I have to. Tell Jesus it's time for him to go. Take a deep breath. Let the needles come.